Greetings and well met, fellow intrepid adventurers of life. I see some traditions never die.
Oh, they have been part of that one. Keep going. Intrepid.
I am Tomekeeper Devin, lead RPG designer for Livator Studios and the game master for The Tides That Bind. Here we are having a little bit of a side journey as the game is attempting to warn his people about the plot of the Order of Ivy. But there's been a snag. We don't know much yet, but Twipple Neek seems to have stumbled upon some sort of plot.
Yep.
As you emerge from deck, having kicked poor George.
Guys, I don't have a
He was a liar.
Well, his real name was Elia.
Yeah.
We seem to have kicked him in the back as he's fallen down the steps. He's not unconscious, but he is prone and busy, kind of picking himself up. As you burst up the stairs, you see basically the entire crew, minus Jean, standing over the three unconscious individuals in the captain's quarters. As you burst up, you were not doing so stealthily, so they would turn to see you, and we are going to roll initiative.
Unconscious initiative roll.
That's
There we
right.
go.
Yeehaw! You have disadvantage because you're poisoned.
Got 16.
16, and then my disadvantage roll is 19. So 16 remains.
Wow.
13 total.
You can just not roll bad initiative.
True.
Like you, personally,
It's weird, right?
can never seem to roll anything
That's
bad
because in
when it
life
comes to
that's all I
initiative.
take.
I guess so, yeah.
My technician
For
does
me.
use my intelligence, so it'll be a
Oh,
30,
yeah, fair
30,
enough.
20 for me.
A 20?
Yeah.
With disadvantage.
Here's the question. Yeah, I have a question for you for initiative. I'm unconscious. Do my tactician feat allows me to swap initiatives around, but I think it can't apply because it needs to be.
I think so, yeah.
All right,
I
no
would
worries.
say so. Vig,
13.
13. Wow, you guys did pretty good. What's your, yeah, okay.
I rolled a 10 and a 14. And I got
Okay.
+3, so that's 10.
Game, you are technically up first, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say you can make a Constitution save.
It's at disadvantage, all right?
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna do my roulette wheel and my little spinny thing here. Ready? $15, 9. So the 9 is the one I have to take as a disadvantage, right?
Yep.
But it's Constitution save.
Yes.
That would be a 15 actually.
Okay. I would say, like, you stir ever so slightly. Here's what I'll give you for that. Your apparatus is able to do something as like an auto. Would it have like an auto defense mode to protect you under such circumstances?
I mean,
Spider suit, activate immediate.
what's
kill
around me
mode.
exactly?
There is
Friday?
There is a dragonborn, a halfling, an Elysian elf, a goblin, and a gnome.
They're all like surrounding me, like touching base to base, basically, or
They're basically around you, yes. You can kind of just see like figures sort of blur through the blurry vision. You're not even really sure what's happening, but you feel like this innate sense of danger.
a net is only one target, right? Not an
Yes,
area.
that's right. I believe so, anyway.
I think you're correct.
Yeah.
However, I do have the ability.
Oh, yes. You
Um,
can hit 2 spaces.
Yes, I think that does that apply.
That
to
would
those
apply to the
things?
net.
Okay, so I do have the power to hit 2 spaces. I think it is called, not builder. Hold on.
I think those
Can't
are.
wait to have a printed book.
Yeah. I think they're attack rolls.
Equipment expert. When you use an object from the adventuring gear, that targets only one creature, object, or space, such as an alchemist fire, vial acid, whatever. You can target a second creature, object, or space within 10 feet of the target.
Which
with
is
the same
which is
effect.
true. Yeah. There are
So-
multiple targets.
Okay, so there are how many? There's the goblin.
The goblin, the gnome, the elf, the dragonborn, and the halfling. Or sorry, not the halfling. It would be not the Korean. It would be the elf, the goblin, the dragonborn, and the gnome. Yeah, the halfling would not be there because you guys left him behind on the docks.
Right. So is that their layout there? Can we actually position it?
I would say that they would be positioned like this.
And where are we?
You guys are kind of stacked here, and they are going to be positioned like that.
Okay. I want the net to spring
So you've got kind of this
and hit the dragonborn and the elf.
dragonborn and the elf.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that
So
an?
spend the charge.
I think it's an attack roll or is it a save? Maybe it's a save now. I think it's
Springing a net
Yes.
is hold on.
it's
Actually,
it's the net
so it's
item.
the steel net function.
Oh yes, that's right.
And I'll read that for you in just a second because I have to scroll up and down, sadly.
I can't read my own handwriting.
That sounds like a
Take
you
look at-
problem.
I have 2 potions of, on the right side, 2 potions of, what is that? Poison?
Great question. Oof. I have no idea what that says.
Okay.
I can't remember.
What did you write? Where?
I got 2 potions of poisoning? Is that what it says?
Positioning.
Positioning?
No. Posterity.
I don't know what that is. So,
Poisentry. We'll say poison.
I'm happy for you to have like 2 vials of poison.
There you go.
That works.
No, I was wondering if that's what when I looked at it, I'm wondering if it's like, is that to like deactivate poison and I can like undrunk myself? That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Well, that would be like an antidote, which would let you
Yeah.
make the save again. Yeah.
Okay. So the steel net is, as an action, the apparatus launches a steel net at a creature within 30 feet. The
In this
target
case, 2.
must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or have the restrained condition until it escapes.
Okay, so they have to each make a dexterity save.
Yeah. Dexterity save, though, it's against my function save DC, which I believe is 8 plus my proficiency modifier.
Plus your intelligence, I
plus
would
my
imagine.
intelligence modifier.
All right, the elf got an 11.
Mm-hmm.
The dragonborn got a 10.
They both fail. They
Okay,
both have the restrained condition now.
so the net flies out just reflexively, covering them and restraining them down.
Yep, and it is a. They have to make a strength athletics check, DC equal to my function save DC to break free. On success, destroying the net is AC 19, 18 hit points, immunity to bludgeon, poison, and psychic damage.
Okay.
There we go. So that's the action. Do I still have other?
That's going to be all you can do right now, just because you were able to kind of blearily.
Just kinda like,
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I lay there.
Okay.
Still drunk.
Twipple, you're fully capable.
Okay, so if I was to Eldritch Blast them, am I too close?
No.
Oh no! Eldritch Blast is like 1,000 miles
Yeah,
away.
it's a crazy range.
Well, no, I'm like if I'm too close, it doesn't work as well.
No. You are you're at least 10 feet away from
Yeah? Okay, cool.
from Alaya, so you can.
All right, so which ones are not? There's 2 that are not.
There's 2 that are restrained,
Yeah.
and then there's 2 that are not restrained.
Okay, I
the
would like to
gnome
hit.
and the goblin are not restrained.
Let me hit the gnome because I feel like they'd go down faster.
Fair enough.
If you know what I mean. All right.
Picking on the little people.
That's not picking on. That's love. Come here, you.
That's a DEI attack.
Yes.
Hold on. 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. What does your Eldritch Blast look like? Just
It
air
looks like
balloons?
a goo balloon.
A goo balloon.
Yeah. It
Please
looks like
describe
a
a
ball.
goo
It
balloon.
looks like a ball, right? With the little balloon knot at the end.
Uh-huh.
But it's
yeah.
goo.
Right.
I love it.
What color is it?
It's purple.
Okay.
Well, at least it's
my
that.
It's my purple goo balloon, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna goo balloon this mofo.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, where's my slap?
Who are you shooting right now?
The gnome.
The gnome, yeah. I'm gonna goo up that gnome. if
No
you know
one.
what I mean.
Oh my God.
I gotta stop it.
That's
Okay.
a D10, Jenna.
Huh?
Is it damage?
Yeah, 1d10 plus 4.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
so that's 3
Did you hit?
so far.
Oh, you did
Seven.
hit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
7
sorry. My brain just reset.
We got
after-
turned on to the fact that you're throwing a used condom at them, all right?
To be fair, I use it as I'm launching it. So
Yeah, well, we assume
different.
so. We
that's
assume it's
different.
fresh.
That's a ballistic semen.
Yes.
That's what that is.
We are at sea in the Navy.
I got
Don't ask,
7,
don't tell, right?
7 force damage.
Ow!
Goo!
Oh, what was
There's
that?
only one
You're
level
gross
4?
now. Huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
2
yeah.
and 5. Yeah. The gnome turns to see you. Oh hell!
You look gross.
Life.
That's gonna be you then, I assume.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the top of the stairs. Right? Yes.
I'm in the doorway, I think. Yeah.
You're in the doorway.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a slightly.
Elia is going to get up,
Oh
spending
no.
half his movement, and since you didn't move, he's going to just run up the stairs. Well, actually, no. You probably won't run up the stairs. He's going to pull out his Sunfire pistol and just take a pot shot at you. That is okay. So he goes, oh my back, and he shoots, and it just goes so wide, it completely goes right through the ceiling and out through the roof. Cray, make a con save.
Stop blowing holes in my ship! Con save?
Yep.
You guys notice that French guy got British for a second?
5.
Okay.
Did the blast wake us up?
Well, that's what I was checking. Now, if you could please make a luck roll.
A luck roll.
So you're going to roll 2 d20s consecutively. You want the first one to be lower than the second one.
Okay, so first one is an 11. Second one is a 2. That's not very lucky.
Cray.
Great. So the concentrated sunlight, the beam of radiant energy flies out completely and utterly wide, never stood a chance of hitting, off into a different room where you hear a sort of and the whole ship shakes.
Ah,
no,
shit.
it's a powder
Not
keg.
the singular powder keg.
Powder keg. Yeah.
Oh, I knew that
There
would
we
come
go.
back to haunt me.
There we go.
And heat begins to pour out of that room.
Oh, that sucks.
But he missed you.
You know what? That's the important thing, you guys. Let's all
So-
focus on
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Um,
okay.
because he's not a halfling, so he's got to ride that nat 1. But that's going to be his turn. He's like, oh boy.
I always knew it'd be him.
He is going to run up to you, though, and draw out some daggers. It's like, yeah! But he can't attack anymore. He's already done his attack. Vig, if you could please give me a Constitution save.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
Ooh, not bad, dude.
15?
You have one of your eyes kind of opens. You just see like some silhouettes. You have the ability to take an action, a bonus action, or a move.
Who do I see?
You will see 2 silhouettes that seem to be like covered in some kind of netting of some sort. You will see a shorter one who looks rather ticked off, and then you'll see a very gooey gnome.
Who looks like he's been ticked on.
Net, mad. Let's just sit up and strike the mad one with my bat.
Okay. You're going to be making this attack with disadvantage.
Oh,
Fumbled.
17 was good.
Yeah,
but
17
the one
was good, but the
sucks.
one sucks.
One sucks. Yeah. You swing up with the bat. Give me a luck roll.
Blue is the low die.
Not today. Oh, yeah, 14 and 20. Yeah, that did work.
Excellent. You swing and your swing goes wide. Cray, do you
Yes.
like evens or odds?
Cray is always odd.
So odd?
Always odd, yeah.
Your bat goes wide, slamming directly into the side of Cray's head.
Oh, good.
Okay, it gets
That's
better
what-
because
that's what lucky is?
this is also
You take 2 damage and immediately awaken.
okay.
Excellent.
And
Oh.
We'll
it's
take that.
a wand of secrets, my bat. So probably he's going to start.
Telling the truth?
He's gonna have a thick German
a wand of
accent all of a
secrets?
sudden.
What the hell?
Wand of,
I
Se-
took
a Wand
it.
of
I've heard
Secrets reveals the nearest hidden door or like trap door or
Oh,
doorway or whatever. So you also immediately know that there is where all of the different portholes are in this particular room.
Excellent.
It's a strange thing to wake up to.
I keep all of that information to myself, including the door to Cray's heart.
Well,
Very good.
it is a wand of secrets, not a wand of blabbering.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just still sitting there.
Yeah, I was gonna say
swung and
it's
hit
not your turn, but there is a loud crack upside the head, and you are not sober, but boy, you're awake now.
Mama!
Mama?
At which point, the elf and the dragonborn say, "This is already getting out of hand. The legend is awake." All right, they need to. So they'll need to make a strength save. You said.
Yeah.
Well,
Athletics, take the athletics check.
an athletics check.
Yeah.
The dragonborn is not going to do that. He is instead going to go and then just exhale lightning in a 15-foot cone, which is going to cover the 3 of you.
Okay.
So I will need a dexterity save
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage.
First roll. 11. Second roll. 20. God damn it. The 11 might be good, though. Dex?
Yes,
13.
you are
I'm
just barely to
actually
roll a little bit.
Gonna use a bonus act or a reaction if I can.
You can.
From being woken up. I'm gonna use warding flare to give him disadvantage on that attack.
Oh, it's not an attack.
Well, what I will do. No, well, what I
Is
will do.
breath weapon not an attack?
It is technically an attack, so it's not an attack roll. But what we can do with that is, I'll say we can negate disadvantage on somebody.
oh, then,
I'll negate disadvantage on Vig.
Okay,
Good. So my 8 becomes a 21.
very good.
I got a 3 and a 9, so I'm taking it no matter what.
Okay, you're taking the full 9 lightning.
well, wait.
that's
What's your dexterity modifier?
Oh, +1.
Oh, right. Sorry, you're not proficient. Yeah.
Yeah, you take the full 9 lightning.
Yep.
You each take half.
So I swing, crack you upside the
4.
head, drop the bat, and as I reach down to pick up the bat in a drunken stupor, the ball goes
Yeah,
over my head.
I blind the guy and it goes over your head.
Into you.
So it's 9.
Directly into
It
Craig.
was 9 points, you said?
You take 4
4? Oh, okay.
because you succeeded in your save, so you only take half. But he's not going to try to break out because that's what he's going to do with his action instead. And then I guess he could try to shoot, but he's going to have disadvantage. I think he's going to attempt to swing at the game. He's going to end up doing a straight roll because his restraint gives him disadvantage, but you're prone, so he has advantage. So it's just going to be a straight roll,
Straight up.
which is going to be a 16.
Give me a second. I got my spur shield. I want to see if I can. Can I use reactions right now?
You rolled decently on your con save? I'd say so.
I can for each additional charge. What's my max though?
I think you can spend.
Oh, sorry. For the first power charge, it's 2. I get 2 to my AC. For each additional 2 charges, it adds 1.
Right.
So for 3 charges, I started with 7, number 6. Okay, I'll go down to 3 charges.
Okay.
I will. I guess when he goes to, what's he doing? He's shooting me or hitting me?
He is bringing his longsword down.
Okay. So I'll use my reaction then if I can use it to spur shield. So what'll happen is the metal apparatus on me will just begin to contort and twist and create almost like a protective barrier and just think. So he'll hit the steel barrier instead.
But that's going to be his turn. Breath weapon and a sword attack.
Running out of power here.
And then the goblin, who has, by the way, stopped playing the accordion.
And he will die for this.
And the gnome. The gnome is going to charge at the one who gooed him.
Hey, it's the goblin goo.
The gabagoo.
Where is...
Have I figured out who the angry one was? Was that you?
The angry one was the goblin.
Oh, the goblin.
Yeah. So he's going to move 25 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to get within 10 feet of you there. And he's going to pull out his pistol. And he's going to press a button on the side of it. Seems to have done some modifications to this thing. There's some weird adjustments. And he just kind of... And I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
16.
Okay. You feel a strange energy wash over you. There's this heat that bathes your body, and you feel your muscles begin to spasm and attempt to seize up, and you just sort of twist out of the way. So you only take 6 radiant damage, and you are not paralyzed. At that point, that's going to be that guy. The goblin... He can... I think he can help pull people out of the nets, right? Other
Yes,
creatures
can do it. It's an athletics check.
It's an athletics check.
Yeah.
Well, he's not the most athletic, so I think he's going to leave that to them. He is also going to pull out a Sunfire pistol, this little pistol-like thing with a glowing crystal on it that has a bit of an orange crackling tinge as concentrated light sails out directly towards you. I'm going to make 2 attack rolls as he takes 2 shots.
At
Twipple. First is going to be an 11.
Miss.
Okay, so phew, that one goes wide. The second one is going to be a dirty 20.
Yeah, that gets me.
All right, you are slammed into the front with 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
Then another explosion racks the area below you. That then takes us to the elf. The elf sort of moves their hands and just sort of, as the net just sort of falls, and they appear exactly 5 feet behind it with a misty step. Just their spell is also a bonus action. At that point, they're going to
Misty step.
do a sort of twist the air around them as they channel a few words of power, and a ghoulish hand will manifest itself. Or wait, Chill Touch is a touch spell now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So touch is a touch spell, but also 2 spells?
One's a cantrip.
Fair enough.
Cool. Then I guess they have to get in close. Or, yeah, they're going to have to, I think they're just going to hang out back here. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. Actually, they will come over to Twipple. Twipple, you're going to get a +2 AC bonus for cover as they are attacking you from the side of the door. You said you are standing in the door frame. But they are going to produce a sort of this radiantly brilliant whip as they're going to bring that out and bring that towards you.
Okay. Also, I have Mask of the Wild, so I can attempt to hide even when I'm only lightly obscured. So being around the corner of the door, does that make any difference?
You're not lightly obscured, you just have cover, which you can still hide in. So you could hide in that if you take the hide action. At current, you're getting a +2 bonus to your armor class.
Yeah. No, let's do that.
So the attack roll is going to be a 12.
Yeah, miss.
This whip of like almost glowing plasma just whips right past your head as you move just slightly out of the way, and parts of the wood splinter off. And that finally brings us to Cray. Cray, you feel an explosion beneath your feet.
The wine! The wine!
Filled with guttural rage, I'm going to, now that I am awake, I'm going to go shake it off, look around, and go, as a bonus action, Jean, commit murder, and I'm going to point directly at this dragonborn in front of us.
Okay, you hear a as a dwarf plunges from the top of the mast directly on top of the dragonborn, knocking him prone, and both of them take some damage, which I will take care of, and he's going to enter initiative.
Nice. And I am going to use, how are you two for health?
Okay, I mean, I'm
I
good.
got 32 of 36.
The way to get rid of, trying to get rid of our poison condition will be helpful, but I don't need the poison condition so much as maybe Vig, because Vig's heavy combat based.
Okay. I will then use a...
I sobered you up, you sobered me up.
Yeah. So I'm going to argue semantics here.
All right.
We're poisoned being drunk.
Yes.
Would purify food and drink solve being drunk?
Like you're going to cast out your stomach?
I was going to cast in a sphere around us.
Oh.
So I was going to try to purify all the food and drink. Now, if we want to go deeper into semantics, technically you can eat people, that's food.
Sounds like you're on stage with Phinia.
Yeah. I see what you're doing. So
I will leave it at, I have other options, but I wanted to open with that.
So what I see here is the goal here
is to remove the poison
is
effect.
to remove the poison effect mechanically, but what you're doing in this world is you are effectively targeting the drink that has been consumed and purifying it of
our blood.
That's the question, right?
That kind of makes lesser restoration obsolete, but
That's kind of the old. Well, not necessarily, because this wouldn't work for poison.
No, this would just work for the fact that we're
He's
drunk.
applying it because it's
Because of
a drunk.
Because technically we can consider alcohol a poison. I am attempting to remove set poison
right.
from us by converting poison into...
Yeah, but
Pure.
I think Paul's point of like it's the stuff in your blood that's kind of more of the issue than the stuff in your stomach.
Okay.
So I'd say you can certainly purify the drink in your stomach. I would allow that, but it would not purify.
But it would not remove the current
Because as soon as it has entered your bloodstream, it is no longer a quote unquote drink. It is now a chemical.
No one's urinated yet either, so.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't say it would have no effect.
Don't worry about me.
But
it
wouldn't.
I would say it would remove the poison, but I think it would maybe give everybody like a round.
Yeah.
And they go back to being poisoned.
You don't have to worry
Okay.
about me. I can handle having a negative to the D20 test. All my shit's going to be saving throws on their part. If you want to bring Vig back, that's cool. But if you want to just get busy,
So we need... Okay, so I will then use a second level spell slot. Cast Lesser Restoration on Vig.
Cool. You feel great.
You feel fine.
You're a little tired, but that's about it.
welcome back.
Even the air sickness just gone.
And that's everything from me.
All right. The game.
Crap, my document just literally just closed on me. Oh my god, that's Dragon Ball Z.
In
That's
that
not
case,
what we're playing.
No, I got it. No,
Okay.
no, it feels like I literally just scrolled down to see what the damn power was, and then it just closed on me. Shock hook. That's what I want. As an action, makes a melee attack roll. As I just said, I didn't need melee attack roll. No, I don't.
well, if your apparatus is making the attack roll, then that doesn't-
no. Lightning springs from the apparatus. It's still. Attack
yeah, you're still the one kind of doing it.
Not to game the system too much. Okay, what do we say? So am I fully back to normal, but just poison condition?
You are now conscious with the poison condition.
And what do I see here? I see all these.
You see the Dragonborn is on the ground with Jean currently on top of him, screaming about how much that hurt his legs and his knees are killing him.
Sean is old.
He's just like his uncle Foley. And then the goblin seems to have turned his attention towards Twipple, who's come up from the stairs, along with the elf and the gnome. At this point, the only one who's really giving you any mind is the Dragonborn, but he's rather distracted by the dwarf that's landed on him.
Okay, so if I stand up, that's half my move.
Yep.
Can I jump off the ship in
Yes.
flight?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's move me off the ship then toward the goblin. This is wherever I can make it to.
And technically, you would be up and about now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can fly over here. So it's 5, 10, 15. You can fly like just off right about there.
Okay, perfect. That's still within 10 feet of the goblin.
Sure is.
All right, I'll take the shot anyway, even with the negative. It should be good. I should be able to try and hit. That goblin, what is it, like dressed in like weaponry?
The
or-
goblin is wearing just clothes. He's dressed in a typical engineering outfit.
All right, I'm going to spend 2 of my last 3 charges. And then I'm going to lean over, and the contraption's going to lean up. The eyes kind of open, and a slot opens up, and then this like electrified shock hook comes flying out, and I need to make a melee attack within 15 feet. And so I'll make that attack using some good old-fashioned dice,
All right.
but I'm at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, help me now. Oh, that's a 12. That's a D12 I rolled.
Oh.
So pair of 9s anyway. So 9, 10, 11. That would be a 15 to hit.
That is.
Okay. So I hit the thing.
Ah!
It is okay. I use my intelligence modifier, which is why I was 15. It takes D8 lightning damage. So 5 lightning damage. And it can't make opportunity attacks till the start of its next turn. In addition, the target must succeed on a strength saving throw.
Okay. That is going to be a 16.
That is enough.
All right.
So he doesn't get yanked off the ship, which was the point.
Well, he's
Please
rather
do not
happy
try to
about
yank off the enemies.
So I tried to pull him off the ship. That didn't work.
that. No, it did not.
Damn. It was worth a try. And that was my action.
Okay.
I have bonus action. Bonus action. Sorry, I have to.
What I'm going to say is, Twipple, you and Elia are going to both need to make dexterity saves from the Inferno.
Okay.
So get ready to get that going.
I'll just do that now. 13.
That's not great. That's not great. Oh, God. I hope you have a robust character. You're really taking a beating.
I mean, I have 13 hit points left if you're going to...
Whoa. Well, we'll find out.
Okay. So seeing the battlefield right now
Mm-hmm.
as a chessboard, I'm going to use Tactician. And I can use this a number of times. What is it again? Can you pull it up?
Yeah. I believe it's your proficiency bonus. It's either that or it's your intelligence modifier.
I think we've changed it, but
Yeah.
I want to make sure because that's really important right now to save Twipple.
Okay. Oh, I see
I
what
need
you're
to know
saying.
the last
Yes.
portion of it.
Okay. I'm
It
pulling it
says
up
a bonus
now.
action, right?
It is a bonus action.
Okay, good. I will use that bonus action right now to do the
It
following.
is...
Boy, I cannot wait to have these books.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be
Whip
great.
to the page and read it.
All digital right now?
All right.
Yeah, and I've got so many tabs open right now to figure out all the stuff I'm using because we're using such atypical things.
Well, he's using stuff from Imaria, from Thundercats,
And Evil Dead.
and then we got some Evil Dead
So-
stuff. So for Tactician, tactical command is a bonus action. You can use this a number of times to equal your proficiency bonus
Okay, so one
per
of the
long
two
rest.
right now.
Yep. So the creature can choose to take its reaction at the end of your turn to take attack, dodge, or utilize. Well, dodge would be helpful.
Yeah, or no, not for Twibble. And there's a second part of it. Or is
which part is that?
that it?
As a bonus action, you can designate an ally you can see that can hear you to take an action. The creature can choose to take its reaction at the end of your turn to take the attack, dodge, or utilize action. Once it takes its reaction, it can't do so again until it finishes a long rest.
Is there a door in front of Twibble?
Yes.
I can give you the opportunity to utilize and close the door, saving you from the damage.
Okay.
All right, so you'll hear me yell, "Close the door behind you!" as he's yelling it toward you.
Yeah.
So if you use your reaction to close it, you
Yes.
can close the door.
You use your reaction to close the door.
Will that
as
save them from the damage?
They will.
Okay, homie.
As the door is then immediately incinerated, and you hear the screams of Elia echo into your head, just at the last moment, as the door billows about for him to see you, as he's just mentally just telepathically screaming out,
You're left holding
as
the door now.
fire has like consumed that entire section of the lower deck,
Okay.
and that
Thanks for being such
That's
a
my action.
Maya.
will destroy the door, but it will take us to Twipple.
Get the hell out of
Okay,
there.
so we'll obviously get the hell out of there. Is there anything in like some type of like parachutes or anything that will?
The airship would have been equipped with float shards,
Yeah.
which are tiny crystals that you can essentially break to gain like some levitation that lets you kind of survive if you happen to get
Okay,
thrown
are there
over.
any of them near me? Can I look for that quickly?
Give me a luck roll.
Oh, that's good.
Two's a
Okay,
good
come
sign.
on.
Two's a good sign.
19.
Sure
right.
are.
Damn. Okay. good.
Right next to you, there are currently
There's like an emergency smash
yeah.
station.
There's
smash
a
the glass, take
there's
the
a little container of 4 of them.
I'm gonna take them all.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
all right. I don't know why.
Thank you. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
you're right.
What's
That's the
happening?
noise it makes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
You're gonna move away from the fire.
Yeah, but I mean.
Jump off the ship.
Yeah. Basically, I'm gonna try and get to the game.
Okay. So by using the Renicana, the float shard,
Over close to me.
you
Like
can
how much?
either, if you wish,
I think I got what 35. Where is it? Where's my move?
30
Oh,
move.
here.
are you looking more so to allow yourself to levitate along the sides of the ship, or are you looking to like slow your descent?
Oh, like to levitate off the side of the ship.
Cool. Okay,
With
that's
the
fine.
game, yeah.
Because you can do either or. It's single use item that you can use to do either of those two
Okay.
things.
Yeah. I
Have
don't
you
know if
at-
there's even anything below us. So I mean.
Have you at 20 feet? Do you want to go even farther?
No, that's probably okay, right?
You still got another 10 feet of movement.
Give me right next to the game.
There you go.
Okay,
That is 30 feet of movement.
Let's do it.
very cool. That's
Oh
your?
wait, you can't. I only have 25 feet.
All right, go back one.
There you go. That's 25 feet of movement.
Perfect.
that
Nailed
would
it first
be
try.
your action and your interact with objects. So you have a bonus action left.
I can't use a wand of insidious laughter as a bonus action, right?
I don't believe so.
That's an
Pretty sure it's a
action.
magic action or something.
No, I think that's it for me. Then I don't really have anything else I can do.
Okay. That's gonna take us to. Oh, look at that! It's George. He like charred, scorched on death's door.
This is the.
This is the Korean. He just like crawls and pulls himself out of the inferno because he has just enough hit points to survive one round in the inferno. He pulls himself up, glares at you, and you're way the heck over there now. My goodness. He is going to try to shoot you with his gun. Okay. 23.
Yeah.
Okay. The blast fires into you for 13 radiant damage.
Oh, I'm down.
But you're fine. You have levitate. So you just sort of, you're just floating in the
like,
air.
Turn into a wall.
Because it's, because the crystal gave you the levitate, there's no concentration. It just lasts for the duration.
Okay, so I am prone.
You're gonna start flowing away now.
That is true, yes. But you are prone in air.
Okay.
So he's like,
As the ship passes by.
yeah. And you go down, he's like, and moves himself a little bit more, about that far away from the inferno. Which is going to take us to Vig.
I'll shake it off. I'm still seated. I never liked you, Lightbright. I shoot George.
Okay, go ahead. Is this a arquebus, or are you using
My
the
blunderbuss.
blunderbuss? All right. Well, that's a cone, I think.
Well, that's a good roll. That
might be a cone.
21.
Yeah, give me a second to check the blunderbuss.
Might be able to hit a whole bunch of people with this one.
The blunderbuss. Yeah. So when you make an attack, it attempts to fire a burst of bullets in an area instead of you making an attack roll against a single target. When the weapon fires, roll a d20 for the purposes of the misfire, which you did. And what did you get?
It's Dex for the blunderbuss.
Well, hold on. What'd you roll again on the
I rolled
d20?
16.
Then your weapon does not misfire.
Okay.
It did not jam, so all creatures within a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You won't be able to hit George, but you can hit 3 of them. The
If
goblin.
you move, you could hit George.
Okay, I shuffle
You
up
could
my ass.
roll.
I don't.
over
Yeah,
a
I
little
don't.
bit,
I don't get a bonus.
And maybe remove me from the cone.
Yeah, like
Well, that also would help. Yes,
I mean, it helped me,
There
and
you
I
go.
like me.
you can get George, the Goblin, and also the Dragonborn. Which I mean, I should be using their names. They have names.
and I use Dex for my bonus
George
to hit on this?
Athos.
George, Maryforth, and Basil.
My Dex bonus for the shot.
Well, so you're gonna roll. This is the question. A blunderbuss can be loaded with any number of bullets. How many bullets do you have on your person?
27.
Would you? Okay, you can load up to 20 in the blunderbuss.
Well, there'll be 20 in there.
20 in there. Then you're rolling 8d4 for damage.
Here's a bunch of D4s. 2, 3, 4.
The DC is the number of bullets you've loaded. So the DC is 20,
You have to reroll 1 there to get that.
which I think means they all fail because I don't think.
Oh, do you
any
want
of
one
them
more?
Yeah.
capable.
Here.
Nice.
4, 8, 12. What is that? I can't.
2
Yeah.
16, 17.
plus your dex. No, it's just 17.
Yeah, it's just the straight damage because it's
17 piercing is
17
insane.
piercing damage. I mean, this is going to use all 20 shots, all 20 bullets, because they're just
Yeah, it's buckshot.
buckshotting out. But you're going to deal 17 damage. They all failed their dex save because the DC was 20 and they couldn't roll high enough. So just pellets burst out of the front of your gun, just spreading, ripping into their bodies. Is like it just tears through them. And so that's going to be the goblin, who takes 17 damage. You said he's ripped to shreds.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, he's a teeny tiny goblin with no armor, and he's already been hit by.
The shock thing, yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so he's dead.
So he just is just ripped to pieces. Then we've got the Dragonborn, who he can take the hit.
and I think George is probably dead.
George and Jean is also unfortunately
No, not John. That's fine. I'll hire a new one.
No, is he 15 feet away?
he's on
Oh,
top. He's on
it's the
top
same
of
as
the,
the
he's on
Dragonborn.
top of the Dragonborn.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Oh man, you made him.
He
go
can take
there.
the hit. It's okay. He can take the hit. He's
What is an
only
indentured
he's
servant
not been
for?
he's only take the fall damage. That's all he's taken so far. He doesn't look great though. He's like
He jumped into a shotgun blast.
yeah. He lands on the Dragonborn. He's like aha.
John, stop being a baby.
Do you have any
Pick yourself up.
Wait. Vic didn't have a one-liner when he shot the shotgun.
I did.
Yeah, he
I
did.
said I never liked you, Light Bright, and I shot
Oh,
the
yeah.
bow.
Nice.
And then the Corrine is he just like is
Careening everywhere.
careening everywhere with his 2 remaining hit points.
It's my extra whatever bonus action. I stand up. It's like, reload.
7 bullets.
Yeah, I mean you could load the last 7 in there if you like.
Stand up, reload.
Okay. That then takes us to the Dragonborn. Oh man, he's had a day. He does not look great. That buckshot just tore into him. And he's covered in this net. There's a dwarf on top of him. He's already used his breath weapon, and it wasn't as effective as he would have liked. He is going to exhale, not lightning, but just this gas. Just gas begins to emerge out from between his maw, directly in the dwarf's face, as Jean just sort of like his eyes begin to water, and he kind of stumbles backwards, and he just sort of stands there. This is completely incapacitated as he's going to attempt to get out of the net. Oh no, he can't. He just uses his thing. In which case, he's just going to, with him incapacitated, he's going to pull his pistol and take a sunfire shot at you. But he'll have to.
I will warding flare that as a reaction.
Okay.
So he has disadvantage.
And with that, it goes wide.
There you go.
Crane's like, hey. No, I picture Craze warding flare. Is it the cigarette, or does he rotate the wine cup?
I'm reloading, and I actually bobble one of the musket balls and go to catch it.
Craze warding flare is he just ashes a cigarette and like it blows into their eye and it's like shit, god damn it. It's just a red cherry right to the fucking tear duct. Like, it's just like god.
Red cherry to the tear duct. The best warding flare.
So the soldier, he's Now, the gnome is still kicking.
For now.
The Kareen is dead, so we can remove him. The gnome is still kicking. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. He is going to about face. It's on fire. He's going to take a quick look at Cray. Cray can see the fire.
He can look as long as he likes.
Does Cray seem worried about the fire?
Cray's not worried about the fire.
Like this is very clear.
Cray sees the flame and goes. His only thought is, "That better neck. I'm gonna need a new boat." That's it.
The gnome takes a quick second to just kind of look and see the giant vastness of the sky, and glance at the fire that is making its way down towards the engine. And he's not going to engage in combat, but instead run for an extinguisher.
There's a lot of wine down there. We could.
It's all on fire.
It's all on fire.
Would it burn?
Wine doesn't burn. No, wine doesn't burn.
Well,
Wine doesn't
the
burn.
barrels are on fire.
Yeah, but once it burned through, wouldn't that put out the fire?
What's an extinguisher?
He's basically going for a like a water, like a little relic that disperses water. It has like a single cast of create water, and then it's burnt and it's used up. So he's going to make a run for that, and then he's going to use that. He's going to basically grab this little crystalline it's like a box with little not dowels, like rods that extend down into like this little crystal that has this aquamarine sheen to it. He's just going to whip that into the fire as water just cascades to put the fire out.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want to die in the sky as the ship burns and crashes.
Well,
I thought you were going to rhyme that.
Thinks you're insane,
Didn't happen.
and you're not going to do anything about it. So
That's right.
he's going to do something about it. But that's going to take care of the Inferno.
He's got wings on his back. He don't care.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
So that's going to take care of the Inferno. That's then going to take us to Jean, who's going to cough blood and a little bit of buckshot out of his lung as he's going to bring his plunger high into the sky and down onto the face of the Dragonborn.
I'd suck the life out of him.
The plunger of life sucking.
He'll make an attack roll with advantage.
The last thing you hear just.
Oh, God. You know what? That's how I want to go out, too.
Yeah, me too.
For a critical hit.
Yeah, critical plunge.
As he does 18 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
He just shoves it onto the Dragonborn's
Is that the
face.
most single target damage we've seen this combat?
Yes.
Yes.
Jean,
Hell yeah.
Jean lifts.
That's why
Yeah.
I have him.
He just
by plunger
right into his face, and you just hear this sickening, sucking, squelching sound as all the breath is pulled out of the Dragonborn's lungs. He like reaches up, scratching away. There's like gas and lightning energy pours out of the bottom of the plunger, and Jean just pushes down deeper with wild eyes.
Nuts.
I'm sure he's imagining the Dragonborn as someone
I
else.
summoned him.
The Dragonborn
Oranges.
then stops moving and just lies limp on the
So
ground.
that
The
guy-
plunger still over top of his face.
Complete side note. Can I canonically make Jean my spiritual weapon? This guy's sick.
It's a dwarf with a plunger.
Yeah. Make him.
That leaves the spellcaster. Oh boy. Oh, that would be great if he didn't just have a turn. Oh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'd love to have Jean just whack Cray. That would have been, but I don't think I want to wait the full initiative round for that to take effect.
Try and charm person.
I was thinking a Crown of Madness,
Oh man.
but I believe you have to wait till the target's turn for them to actually act.
Yep.
Yeah, on its turn. Yeah, so it's going to take a full round to get to him, so that's not worth it. She's going to turn, outstretch, weaving strands of mana from the ley line directly below the ship itself, turn it into this like green energy and cascade it out from their fingertips directly towards the game.
Really?
Well, it seems like you might have been their target.
Okay.
This is going to be an attack roll
Ooh.
against your armor class. 11.
Negative.
Yeah.
Prognosis negative.
This green ray of sickening energy just whizzes right past,
I
and
was like,
it feels not great as the air, like just this noxious stench, passes over you.
I got my own poison, thank you.
Which will take us to Cray.
Oh, Cray, come on. Sacre.
So we're gonna start with some things here.
Da na 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 na.
First things first, we're going to take a long drag from a cigarette, look at the floating corpse of Twipple, and go, no one dies on my crew. Cast healing word and heal them up.
Okay.
So
you rolled 2d4.
2d4.
Oh, Frank's got all the D4.
Yeah, sauce me 2 of those.
Sauce in a cup.
2d4 plus your wisdom modifier.
They're like caltrips.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
there's sharp ones.
That is 5 plus 4, 9 points.
You're
You got
back.
Okay.
Life returns to you.
Ugh. Thanks, homie.
You're still
I
floating.
got you.
You're still floating as the ship has kind of passed you by a little bit, and you're kind of like now falling behind. We'll say that you're like back here now.
Okay.
So that's your bonus action.
That's my bonus action. So I have my action still. And I'm going to Toll the Dead, the caster.
Ooh. Okay.
Remember the damage on Toll the Dead.
It's a
D12.
What's a D12 if they're injured? They are currently uninjured.
Well,
Gong.
they'll get D8.
I think it's a D8 then, yeah.
Seventh throw.
And it's a wisdom save that they have to make. So I'll do
Yeah.
the wisdom
Gong.
save. 4.
It does not make it.
Ow, shock.
Sauce.
They take 6. Plus spellcaster.
No, it's
No,
just
straight up?
No, that's later on. You
Yep.
can get that. So there's a boom. They grab their head as a little bit of blood pours out of their ears and nose.
The bells. The bells.
Game.
All right.
You're keeping pace with the ship with your wings.
Yeah. There's just the elf left, right?
The elf, the gnome.
No.
Well, the gnome's down below.
The gnome has put out the fire.
Okay. Do I know if Twip will be able to get back onto the ship? No, because they're levitating.
They're
not
levitating. They
flying.
can't move.
All right.
They need something to like grab onto to propel them. To
Don't worry about me.
You can get on the ship?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I got to see that.
So then what I'm going to do then is I can see here. So add your intelligence modifier to the attack roll on a hit. Okay, your apparatus makes a ranged attack roll for each bolt. 3 bolts. Okay, last charge. One of the apparatus will switch and modify and like move around pattern like.
Okay.
And a the weird little crossbow thing comes out overhead like a shoulder cannon, and I'll just force gun. 3 blasts come off.
Okay.
Disadvantage, but I'm going for the law of averages here.
Yep.
Natural 20 and a 5. That sucks.
Yeah.
Natural 20 and a 17. That'll hit.
God.
And a 4 and a 1. So I'm hit
Okay.
only
So
once.
one hit.
But it is a sad, pathetic 1 point. of force damage.
And this was which target?
The mage.
The mage. Okay.
So just.
Ow!
I have no more charges.
Ow!
That was my attack.
That fucking hurt.
Ow! That hurt! Ow!
Right. I will then I'll fly over right to the elf and land. No, that's a stupid idea. I will just anchor myself to the ship and land behind Vig.
Land behind Big?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if my thing is a bonus action for deployment. If it is, I will use the bonus action to deploy my 3rd level power as a builder. As a bonus action. Okay. I'll land on the ship, and then I will deploy in the middle. I'll put myself between Vig and Jean.
Okay.
And then I'll just snap the straps. The apparatus hits the ground. Legs pop out, and all of a sudden, all these fortifications and these walls and these like large, almost like octopus-like plated arms will come out and start just like writhing around. And I'll create a 1 foot thick bulwark, 10 foot tall, and anything around it gains +1 to its AC. Any ally within 5 feet of it, small creatures can use it as full fortification and half cover. So I'm doing the fortification thing
Okay.
that my builder feature does. So all the plates come off me and just form into like basically a shield wall,
Okay.
a giant chest piece wall that just kind of like protects us from any attacks that anyone throws our way.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Now, the fire has been put out, the immediate inferno. The black powder keg still did explode. So there's likely still quite a bit of damage down there, but the gnome seems at least satisfied the ship's not immediately going to sink. But Twipple,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
So
The ship is slowly passing you by.
since he brought me back up, I've been inflating one of my balloons, and they can get as big as a hot air balloon, right? And then I'm going to turn it so that the balloon now goes this way and go and launch myself back onto the ship.
I think with levitate, I think that can work.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay, yeah.
So that was
So, yeah.
so 25 feet back.
I gotta say that's like a utilize action,
Yeah.
but yes, that's a fair bit of
It's a lot
maneuvering.
it's
So
involved.
yeah, but you can land yourself back on the ship.
Okay. Can I do anything else?
You can do a bonus action or
Bonus
move.
action. So how far away am I from this wall?
You're up against it now.
Yeah, you're up against it.
You can completely hide if you want.
Yeah,
Are you a
okay.
small
Yeah.
creature?
I'll hide. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
can-
yeah, I'm a half.
so you can duck. Yeah, so you can duck down
So you
and
get full cover. From
get full
Plus
cover,
5.
so they can't hit you unless they come around the wall now.
Let's do it.
Okay, sounds good. Vig,
I walk up to the elf, twirling my blunderbuss in one hand, base to base. Twirling the blunderbuss in one hand.
You lose your what do you call it? You
What?
get disadvantage if you're going to shoot her.
well,
Not gonna
I'm
shoot.
saying he's within at least 10
Oh.
feet.
Yeah, I'm twirling, well, base to base,
Oh, okay, yeah.
base to base. Twirling to distract her, and then I club her in the head with my bat.
Go for it.
8.
Plus.
8.
Oh. So you
I roll a 5.
you
That's
swing,
it.
and the elf's
Yeah.
the elf's wing kind of comes up and sort of like just manages to slightly batter it out of the way. They don't look very happy that you're that close to them, though.
Good.
First of all, they're like, oh, and secondly, they're trying to get away from you as fast as they
Are
can.
you stinky?
Well, I'm drunk.
Alright.
And
Not anymore. You de-drunk.
Yeah, I know that.
He was, though.
Still reek of wine.
Yeah, yeah.
Still smell drunk, yeah.
And I have no other bonus action or anything like that? What can I use my bonus action?
As an artificer, I don't think there's much you can do in this instance.
Okay.
So, okay. The gnome. Oh my goodness. The gnome. Vig is right there. That's scary. The gnome is going to bring out. You have a bat. He's going to bring out a short sword and just go for you. Try to stab you with it. 2 strikes. Both of them at 22.
Yeah.
Okay. There's going to be a total of 10 piercing damage. And we're also going to get an additional 7 for sneak attack. because you're within 5 feet of an ally.
Oh, jeez.
And we're going to Fury of the Small to deal an additional 3.
Jesus. That's down to 12.
Feels like attacks by squirrels, eh?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, sorry, that's the gnome. Don't do the Fury of the Small. It's a gnome, not a goblin. So
I was like,
you still
wow.
get the sneak attack, but not the Fury of the Small. At which point, it's Jean. Orders, sir.
I will yell out, keep one alive. Besides that, go buck wild.
He looks over at the two. The gnome is, they're both equally injured, but the gnome looks like he's a little less hardy. So he's going to charge the gnome and take a swing. Square a critical hit.
Yeah. He's critting himself, folks.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love DM on DM violence.
He brings the plunger up. The gnome's eyes go wide with terror as the plunger comes up and directly into the gnome's face, completely encompassing its head as it just begins to pull. And then, like, you hear a ripping sound and you see blood pour out from the sides of the plunger, as you can expect the gnome's face has been removed.
I think he took his face.
I promise you, by at some point, at the end of all of this, that plunger is going to be a legendary item.
Oh, yeah, it's already an item.
The plunger of Jean Latrine.
Jesus Christ. Why isn't that on the paper?
It can be now.
Plunger of John Latrine.
The elf, seeing that they're the only one left, bring both of their hands up. Vita mortus careo, as all of the corpses begin to crack and poke and rise as if by puppet strings, as necromantic energy washes over them all.
He's still in the net.
Aw, we should have been checking
Yeah, he's still with
bodies.
that. That's the action and the spell. So moving would be suicide. But concentration's kind of important. So you know what? They're going to attempt to run away from Big.
I'm
You
sure
made-
that a fire.
You get an attack.
Okay, he can do that. That's a strength save. What is your strength?
11.
Okay, so it's a 10. So you go to shove her, she just manages to move out of the way as begins to fly up.
Mr. Plunge, do it.
He certainly can.
Crit yourself.
They have avoided that as well. But they fly up into the air with their Elysian elf wings and basically just stay up there to maintain concentration is what they're doing. Cray.
Oh. Okay.
Take her down, take the undead down, or turn undead. That's right.
That would be so funny.
Right?
I
How
can't.
does that work? If you kill the necromancer, do they all fall?
It's usually, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, when they're instantly animated like that, that is usually how it works.
What are the list of commands I can... How stingent are you with the
command
list
has
of
to be
commands?
one word.
One word.
And I mean, it will be interpreted as the most, favorably into what their personality would likely assume.
Oh man, if there's only one word for break, concentration.
So they've just flown up, correct?
Yes, that's right.
You incorporate command into a sentence, don't you?
Command is
one word.
The command the actual magical command has to be one word.
What about,
You can incorporate into a sentence, but only the one word that's the
Right.
command is that takes effects.
But distract. Doesn't that break concentration? Distract.
Well, that would mean perform a distraction, I would say, because it's a command, right?
Okay.
stop would be good.
That's not bad.
I will cast command.
Okay.
Release. Would be good. Release.
I was going to say descend.
Oh, get her back down.
Bring her right back down.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's my theory. So that they got to make a wisdom save of 14.
7.
Perfect.
So on their turn, they will descend.
They will descend.
That's not going to go well.
She's gonna hate that.
Yeah, that's going to be bad.
All you got to do now is survive a round of zombies, and you'll be good to go. I think.
Yeah.
I'm just going to rule that as soon as it gets to their turn and they descend, it's done.
We'll so I can kill him beforehand.
Yeah, unless you guys can take the elf out.
Am I in front of the controls?
You're in front of the helm.
In front of the helm?
Well, you could get up to the helm from where you
Okay.
are.
That's a bonus action. Can I cut the engines, or is that an interaction? I don't know how in depth. these engines are.
I would allow you to cut the engine.
I'm gonna cut the engines.
Excellent.
I'm gonna cut the engines.
So you move up and you hit the big red button that says "Do not push"
Yep.
as the mana engine just turns off.
Yep.
The entire ship just sort of doesn't really hit the brakes, but the momentum continues to carry it careening as if nothing's keeping it balanced on the ley line as it starts to just lilt and tilt. It will get everyone who doesn't have some sort of way to keep themselves buoyant. So this is going to be Vig. So Vig,
She's going.
Yeah.
Big.
Vig and Jean,
Dex.
and all of the enemies except the elf are going to need to make a dexterity saving throw.
16.
You're fine. All right.
Am I able to
one,
toss Vig one of my crystals? Because I grabbed 4.
on your turn, but he's okay.
Yeah.
These are okay.
1, 2. We'll give this one to. This is
See
going
if
to
we can't
be.
just
Roll
throw all
individually.
the zombies.
Okay.
All right, Dragonborn. He's
All right,
in the
all right,
net,
all right.
so he's fine.
So the Dragonborn is in the net, so he's fine. Yeah, he doesn't. He's attached to the ground. We'll start with the Goblin.
Okay, Goblin.
Dealt with.
More like.
For the record, we're going for a 15 here.
Okay. So the Korean.
So the Korean,
14.
a 14
As a
plus.
zombie.
Well, that's the problem. See, they don't use their old stat blocks anymore. So I think a zombie is like a -2 or something, right? Like. Oh no, yeah, zombies have -2 to their dex. Somebody somewhere on Bragan is gonna zombies just cease existence upon
My
the ground.
God. Who's
Um,
next?
Next, we'll do Jean. Let's do Jean
Okay,
next.
yeah. Is that natural 1?
You know what? That's hats off for my boy John.
Can I reach for the plunger?
You absolutely can.
We have to save.
We have to say.
Not the guy, but the plunger.
Oh, I can't even give you guidance as a
Dex,
reaction.
Yes.
13.
Okay. With a 13, you can grab the plunger. What is going to happen now is if he can hold on,
He's going to grab the plunger, and I'm going to hold him
that's right.
in the plunger.
If he
right.
can hold on, if he can't hold
Grabs
on,
the plunger.
Is there anything I can do
Can
as
I-
a reaction to
quick-
help?
Dangling off the side of the
question.
ship.
Yes.
Can I use Earthbind as a reaction?
not his reaction.
Damn, that would be good.
I got nothing as a reaction I can give him.
Oh no.
That is a 4.
John! That dramatic moment, his hand slips off
you
the.
hear the people
The
sing?
plunge dwarf sails into the sky,
It's his dream.
a tear from his eye as he just sort of salutes Sir Cray.
I will look at him, remove my hat, and go. Thank you, sir.
You're a Alassian elf. You can fly and save him.
But I won't.
And the plunge dwarf falls from the sky. And you know in your heart of hearts, that's how he wanted to go out.
Yeah. And now, when I get spirit guardians, it's just going to be a bunch of him.
Oh my God, that's actually pretty funny.
There you go.
Smart.
Jean Latrine. The
Lives on
plunge
only
dwarf.
in our hearts.
And Vig, you may add a great plunger to your inventory.
Yes, it's my turn now, right?
Well, we got to do the gnome now.
Oh, the gnome.
That plunger
yeah.
should be at least +1.
Well, we'll get. Yeah, I might. You know what? We'll do some.
gonna stat
some
this
item.
one,
Some item creation. The gnome manages to like slam into the back of the wall and does not go flying. But you kind of have to grab on to something. You grab the plunger, shove it onto the ground, and it holds you steady.
Alright.
Sorry, I need that.
That's what he's talking You're a red shirt.
With that, I think that's the end of Cray's turn.
Yep.
Game.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I want it. She's floating above me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
How wounded is she?
We'll find out when you get to her turn.
Yeah,
Turn.
it's my
she's
turn
not
now.
that wounded.
No,
Well,
it's my
I think it
turn.
was just
Game.
Cray's turn.
Game.
We're up to the
No,
game.
Who's after me? It's Vig.
Oh, I thought he
it'll
was
be Twipple.
calling the
It'll be
game.
Twipple then Vig.
I thought he was saying it was game.
No, we've got. It's not game yet. They still on their turn they're gonna move down, but then they would still get an action. A few things that could happen.
We have
although,
a stalled burning boat.
yeah,
I have no more charges left, so I can't steal net or anything like that. But what I can do is all right, I'm just gonna take out my pistols. A little bit drunk still.
Yeah.
Just not pistols, my crossbows.
Yep.
Just be like, yeah, she stopped moving. Couple of shots.
Okay.
Survival of the ship is secondary.
First shot, definitely a miss. Second shot with disadvantage, miss.
But it's an option.
2 drunken crossbow bolt shots, off it goes.
Okay.
I miss entirely.
Twipple,
Okay, so who's still standing? The gnome?
the gnome.
I'm also gonna move away from the zombie.
Okay.
The net.
And also, I mean, just for while we're at it, Mr. The Game, bunch of Lunalian species, and one of them just raised them all as corpses, and you notice that there's a violet glow behind the eyes of the zombies.
Yeah, I'm not happy about this at all. But if I wasn't so goddamn drunk,
Yeah, I
I'd
mean,
never doing
yeah.
a drinking competition again.
But yes, Twipple, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go for the gnome. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that mofo.
Okay.
If I may. Oh, my beard is going crazy.
Go ahead and Eldritch Blast. It's an attack roll.
I'm on it.
Boom. Boom.
25.
That hits the zombie, yeah.
Zombie or the elf?
You're going for the zombie.
I said, yeah, the gnome.
The
right?
gnome, yeah. The gnome's a zombie.
8. 9, 10, 11. So 12 damage.
12 damage.
yeah.
Oh my god. So the zombie, like, part of its body just goos away as it. It's still kicking.
Damn.
It's a zombie. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, Vig. You have a great plunger.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Oop,
Sorry. I want to toss him one of the crystals,
Oh.
just in case.
She tosses you a crystal. You can grab it.
How high above above me is she? Like 10, 20 feet?
She's
30.
already coming down to you, so you can use your reaction. to
30
pull.
feet. You could hold your action if you wanted to, yeah.
No.
But they're 30 feet in the air.
I look at Cray. Who's the next to go after me?
After Vig is going to be the elf.
On our
The
side.
elf goes right after you.
It's not on our side, isn't it?
Correct.
Cray? Cool. Cray.
Oui.
On my mark. I use my rope as catapults to attack her to wrap around her foot
Okay.
to drag her down. As my bonus action, I take the plunger, expecting him to charge, and I do the dramatic flip into the air as he comes running to grab it. And I drag her down.
I do want to say, I really love the idea of using the catapult spell to throw a rope higher to catch somebody. That's really cool. I'm going to give you heroic inspiration for that.
Cool.
I've never seen catapult used that way before, and that's fascinating.
Yeah, Sam used it in ways. You beat Sam.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So she has to make a dex save.
Yes, I'll have her make a dex save. Natural 20.
But
But it is rope climbing, so I can go up.
They're descending anyway, so it'll look the same.
That's right. So the rope goes up, and like they move their foot out of the way, and then just immediately feel compelled to just floor themselves back down to the ground.
Well, you
in
get the plunger
perpendicular.
Dramatically flipping in the air right now.
Then necrotic energy wreaths up their hand as they reach out for you. Gonna make Vig. The elf is. It's on the elf. It's the elf's turn.
When she comes down,
Comes down. We'll now use movement is done, so now we'll use action to reach out towards you. I will not go alive.
do you have
God.
that flaring
I
ward?
was gonna say, is that an attack roll?
It is an attack roll.
Let's give him disadvantage. I get 4 uses per long rest. I got 1 left.
That's 2 1s.
Yeah, they ain't doing shit. Not on my
They
fucking boat.
reach out, and like a gust of wind torrents ashes right into their eyes. It's like,
I flick it out into the air using my, years of being part of the wind. I flick it out and just bend the bullet like wanted, just right into their eye.
When she wipes the ashes out of her eyes, she looks and sees me, and I give her the old wink and a nod as he catches the plunger.
Yeah, Cray, take us home.
All right, well, I gotta go with
this
that.
Is the only living combatant left. There's a zombie, but this is the only living combatant left.
Does not matter.
Fly.
Going with the plan, I am going to fly up and grab the plunger.
As you're coming down.
Trying to think of how I can power this up.
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah, can I put spiritual weapon into the plunger?
Let's do it.
Boost it. All right, and then I'm gonna try to
A
hit them.
spiritual manifestation of Jean just
Like
appears
the
around
father
face.
son Kamehameha.
Face appears
It's
inside the plunger.
John hand comes around mine as I hold the plunger.
Darling.
Always
right.
with you forever, sir. I think I'm actually still falling.
I was just saying, he's not even dead yet.
He's still screaming.
There's a non-zero chance he lives.
He is a plunge dwarf. He might survive.
He might
He can
survive.
Yeah, he might survive.
All right, what do you need me to roll and how?
Give me an attack roll.
That is going to be a 15 plus.
That's a hit. It's a wizard.
Yeah. Okay.
Right in the face.
And you're going for non-lethal damage, presumably.
Yes, because I do want,
Do you want to keep someone
alive.
Cool. Roll me a d12.
D12.
Had it. No, it's an 8.
That's a
10.
12. No,
It's a 10. No, the first one you had was D12.
that's an 8.
That's an
Genius. This is
That's a 10.
which one of these?
The very first one you grabbed was a 12, which is still over
There's a
there.
12 right there.
Which this one?
6.
6.
Plus whatever is higher of your strength or dex. Your dex is higher.
Well, it's currently infused with spiritual weapons.
Oh, true. So
not
we use your
get
wisdom.
Wisdom, which would be a plus 4.
And then add the spiritual weapon damage.
And then spiritual weapon would be plus 6, I believe. Saving attack plus 6.
It's I think it's a D8. Yeah.
Where's the D8? Uno.
Okay. Luckily, that's what you needed to get you over the edge.
Nice.
As the plunger goes directly into the elf's face, and there's as the air is pulled directly out of their lungs,
Weapon is
and they just and fall to the ground.
Excellent.
The ship sputters.
Can you start
slightly.
the engine up?
We have to put out the fire.
As it's continuing
I'm over
to
here.
fall.
The ship, I will fly over and start it up again.
Okay.
I guess the zombies fall.
Where's these
Yeah,
extinguishers?
the zombie as the concentration is dropped, the zombie just.
Extinguishers. Start
You
fighting the fire.
can begin putting the fire out. It is your professional opinion that this boat is a write-off.
Insurance
I
adjuster?
know these things.
Yes.
I don't know these things.
It's-
I know
well,
nothing about a boat.
You know something about insurance claims.
Yes.
This is an insurance claim.
We're going to
waiting
have to travel 18 ley lines to find the people that are going to pay out on it.
Fucking cooperators.
It's good thing you got rid of that halfling.
There would have been one more in the fight. The elf is unconscious now. The ship has been righted, though is very slowly losing its ability. You think there's been some structural damage to the hull. It seems to be taking on a lot of air.
Okay.
In that there's a lot of wind dragging against into the ship. She's taking on wind, sir.
Shit, how do we board up against a wind?
Somehow some of the name was scratched off. Just a score.
Can we just tie her to the bow like one of those statues?
Well,
Oh, like a masthead?
So this is gonna be my question at this point. So you have a prisoner. Assuming you do what you need to do to get the ship operational and running back on the ley lines, taking you where you need to go, you could throw her in some sort of brig and then take a long rest. Like you basically have free reign. There's no one else on this
Who
boat
was
other than
driving
you.
the ship before, though? Wasn't it?
It was just staying buoyant on the ley lines.
No, Jean, though, was steering it, right?
Yeah.
So top hat, no map. You go over there and you...
Okay, deal.
You're gonna let her ride it?
Well, as long as we're already going, I just didn't know how to get the ship to go. So, but I can do one of these.
Yeah.
I can
I
do
wanna-
a little bit of this action.
I want to have a conversation with this elf.
Me as well.
I think she's part of the Violet Wraiths. It's a radical sect in Imaria, as you may know.
I think she tried to hold a mutiny against me, and that's much bigger crime.
When I'm done talking to her, you can do whatever you want.
And I just kind of gesture loosely as I just start, like, scraping around for a cup.
Yeah. I got manacles.
Oh yeah, everything went flying.
Yeah,
off the ship.
we dropped the engines. Like, I'm just looking for
Yeah.
where's all my shit.
I got manacles and stuff. So
Okay.
and I'm definitely going to make sure that, like, she's verbal she can get on
It's always a problem, isn't it?
Wizards are rough.
None of those pistols happen to be sitting on the deck of the ship of those guys.
Unfortunately, everything that was not tied down to the deck is now floating
down, so-
in the sky, falling to the ground.
We'll manacle her up, make sure her fingers are tied together.
Okay.
Gag, so she can't speak.
Yep.
So she's got somatic and verbal's gone, and we'll take any components off of her. So
Sounds good.
She shouldn't be able to do anything that's not psionic.
You
Just cut her hands
remove
off.
you remove what appears to be an arcane focus, stylized as an amethyst orb.
That's going to be. I'm gonna pocket that. And we'll wait till she gets up and ask a few questions. I think we're gonna ask her some questions.
All right. Time does pass. You scrounge around. You find, everything's unfortunately been thrown from the ship. You find an emergency goblet.
It's made of silver. Far inferior material.
Yeah, but is there any wine left from the fire?
I mean, it's kind of leaking everywhere, and it's like spewing out the
Craze
whole
on
of
the
the hull.
I just hold the goblet off the side as like it's flying
It's
out
flying
and just
off the
fills
side
the
of the-
goblet.
That's great.
You got your tungsten goblet.
Yeah.
That one stayed
Oh,
down.
good. The tungsten one, the heavy one.
That survived.
The elf does come to and just glares.
Captain, your ship. You're first.
How long have we been waiting for them to wake up?
3 hours.
It's not enough to be a long rest.
I mean, you're welcome to like leave them under guard and get a long rest in before you do any of this if you want some spells. I would basically say whoever's on guard doesn't get a long rest and would have to tell me how they're going to watch her.
If we do a long rest, I get Zone of Truth.
She can choose to ignore it. Can you guys speak with dead?
One level away from that.
No, I'm one level away from
If
that.
you can get speak with dead, we just offer and then you talk. But yeah,
Well, you do have also the gnome technically.
we have.
Although I don't know if it works on corpses that have been raised.
Yeah, maybe. I think we just try to interrogate her.
Okay.
I mean, zone of truth. Yeah, we can keep her. I'll keep her under watch.
My intimidation is pretty serious.
Is that true?
Yeah,
I look
for real,
over.
for real.
I'm sorry. I looked over and saw you, and I'm like, what? I appreciate that.
Keep your eye on the ley line.
Yeah. No, it is. I have a +6 to intimidation.
So you lean over to say that, the whole ship leans with you.
I think it would make sense for us to get the long rest in,
Okay.
and then I'll watch her.
You're on guard because you're an elf.
Yep.
Sounds good. You are able to get a long rest. The elf just glares at you the entire time.
Oh yeah, me too.
What does heroic inspiration do with it?
That lets you re-roll a die.
Okay.
I mean, if you ever show up again, you're welcome to keep it.
Yeah. I think when she when it's time to interrogate, we'll begin. You guys can all be there. Yeah, be great. All
Yeah.
right.
Just
Do it.
tie the steering wheel to the mast and go, it's about straight. All right, so if we're going to interrogate, I am going to cast Zone of Truth.
Nice.
So they have to make a charisma check, or charisma save of 14.
They fail.
There you go.
Light runes begin to appear in a 10-foot circle as Jean manifests with his plunger, just doing.
Like a school teacher and a ruler.
Just glaring at the elf as they.
Any questions?
I have all the
Absolutely. I
answers
got
need.
questions.
By all means, ask away.
papers out of my pocket. No, this one. To cover up the first two words, I hold it right in her face. How do you say that last word?
Nikto.
Necktie.
That's your question?
That's my question.
Were you here for us? For me?
Yes.
How did you know I was going to come here?
I didn't. We were set to keep an eye on Falcon, and you arrived.
Are you part of these guys?
No, the Dragonborn, Veraktu, recognized you, traitor.
All right. I know you may not like it, but I think we may have a common enemy here. See, here's
You
what's going down.
seek to undo the grand design. We have no commonality.
From the Ivy, you want Alasia to fall?
The Ivy believe they are doing what they deem their own plan. Meanwhile, we have ensured the surface will not be absconding with our resources. The dreaded thieves of Phaelen's Republic shall fall beneath the onslaught, and Lunalia will rise, and the Wraiths shall take over.
You know, it's bullshit, right? That's not how it works. Continents come down, everybody dies.
Only those in the surface,
No.
those that do not deserve what they are given. They already do not trust Lunalia. All of their technology goes haywire. Airships falling from the sky, elemental bracers going amok, animatronics running rogue. The Lunalian trade agreements with the Merchants League are going to die. And when Lunalia has no more interest in Phaelen's Republic, it no longer needs to exist. And in the deluge, the Wraiths will seize the destructive opportunity to bring righteousness and justice to the lands of the sky.
You know, you guys are pretty stupid. You don't have to answer these questions.
It's either that, and I look over at Vig.
Oh, they're going to do what they're going to do anyway. See, I don't know them. They're just my lift. I'm going to get to the Lunalian Council. I'm going to tell them what's going on. And this radical bullshit of yours, this violet stuff, it's all going down. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, burned it.
And what will you do if they recognize you? If they know who you are? The Lunalian War Council is unforgiving.
You're right. That's why I'm not the one giving the message. He looks over at the legend. Who else?
Who is at this point just holding two empty glasses going,
Why is the wine gone?
See,
Why
here's
is
the
always
thing.
gone?
That happens to be Cray. What he says
Oh, we know.
ripples throughout the land.
We didn't want to have to kill him. We were hoping we could keep him distracted or wind up. He's a hero. We can't be going around murdering the heroes of Lunalia.
if you could. Throws a wine glass over the side.
It's bad enough that our people were hired to try to kill the other heroes of Serventica. Of course, we declined that. Wow, I'm saying a lot of things. This spell sucks.
Sean can be quite persuasive. And I kind of rustle the hair of Phantom Jean.
I like how you've treated dead John better than you ever treated living
Well, yeah,
John.
because now he doesn't mouth back.
So you have the stowaway here. Is there anything you want to talk about? Like, what's your purpose for being here?
I was just trying to get away from the circus and the fruit. So
My oranges! I run to the
Oh,
basement.
they're gone. Fuck. Giant gaping hole in the side of the ship.
Fuck.
You can sun-kiss those
Wait.
oranges goodbye.
are people below getting pelted with oranges?
Below you.
With
It's raining.
pulp.
It's raining
Oh,
oranges.
it's pulping them to
It's
a
good. They're getting
pulp.
pulped.
Damn. Yeah, no.
The
I'm
news
good. I
tomorrow
don't
is
even
gonna
know.
be-
It's a great pulping.
Just bodies, oranges, and wine in a 100-mile stretch.
You're like delicious, gross, delicious.
They've made people sangria on the surface.
Oh my god!
Oh. Yeah, I have no questions. I'm just here for the vibes at this point.
You cannot stop what has been set in motion as much as you try.
I don't think you know what's already in motion down below. It's stopping. See, my companions, they've already got a jump on this whole thing.
We shall see.
Well, you won't.
At that point, I'm going to cast Create Water in their lungs.
It's a horrific scene.
Yeah, I bet it is.
As
We don't
Watch,
tolerate-
party trick. She starts drowning.
Yeah.
I start plunging her feet.
Yeah! You know what?
This is a whole new way of Chinese water torture.
I'll give you guidance for that.
Yeah.
You get guidance.
Just suck that water right out of there. Rinse and repeat.
Until there is nothing
Game
left.
just goes. Told you.
God.
So she's dead.
No, I
mean,
saved her.
eventually.
Listen, what you guys overheard is a big plot unfolding down in Trifalcon. All Phaelen's Republic. What these guys are trying to do, they're working with this order called the Order of the Ivy. Bunch of tree-hugging freaks that want to try and bring down the continents of our home down on top of Phaelen's Republic themselves, wiping out both civilizations. They think this is the solution to the problem. What they don't realize, based on basic, intelligence, and is that the ripple effect will destroy half of Tensire, confront the storm wall, kill most of life on the surface, but they want to do that. Obviously, we're stopping it. No, grand plans. These Amaranthine Legion, they can raise the dead and create an army. It's what they plan to do. Kill everyone and raise them as dead. It's the antithesis of everything you've been trying to do to save the people of Alasia. I need you to get this message back.
We'll leave a note.
The problem is, if I don't get this message to the Lunalian Empire, these Amaranthines will have a leg up on the situation, but she's right. They won't trust me. I used to be one. He shows you like the old badge that he had, like the old emerald, like the Violet Wraiths, which is like the opposition to what you've been trying to do.
Cray will take this time to write a very in-depth letter. Sign it, seal
Dear
it.
Sir, stroke, madam, / whom it may concern.
Yeah, it's just general. Dear fuckwad, bullshit is happening. Solve it. Folds it up, seals it,
So
grabs the fake bearded gnome and goes, "Your problem," and walks off.
Did you put that into my gaping maw?
Yes.
Oh shit. This.
Don't worry, I used waterproof paper.
Okay. I have to get that message to the Lunalian Council. I can't deliver it.
Oh, because yeah.
They don't
okay,
like
right.
me. And even if they do listen to me, they'll use it as an excuse to incarcerate me.
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
I need you to deliver it.
Like you want me to fly there?
No.
Well, you're already on your way to a message relay outpost.
Yeah.
So once you get there, basically, you would just have to take it the rest of the way.
Okay. I got nothing better going on.
I mean, but at this point, the game is not trusting that message is going to deliver. But, I mean, he can't really be in the Lunalian outpost.
The closer you get to the heart of Lunalia, the chances of you getting out is worse and worse. Yeah.
I'll drop the message.
No reason would you have to drop it.
I gotta stop there anyways, so. You think they're gonna say no to me?
This is like picking up milk on the way home.
The biggest thing is, I mean, this is a fight that you're not a part of. I'm bringing you into a storyline here that's going to bring a lot of shade your way.
I look at the dead necromancer.
Yeah, I was going to say, Gray's hands are in the necromancer's pockets going, you think we haven't killed people before? Oh no, ends of the world happens every fucking Tuesday.
All right. So the game doesn't know if he can trust them or not, but he doesn't really have a choice. He has to get that message to them somehow.
He is the legend.
He is the legend.
But he's not the Vic Kahuna.
It's true.
The question, I think, is more like, is this all like a front to keep everyone underestimating and whatever, or is this legitimately how he is? And that's, I think, the big question. Is this an Elminster situation?
Yeah. We can try an insight.
Sure.
Good.
Let's try it. It's an opposed roll.
I mean, yeah, you may either do...
You can relent and give me information.
Yeah, you can either... so the way I will do this is one of two ways. He can make the roll, and you can just decide, like, a DC.
Okay.
Or like, even if it's like, oh, this much will give this much information, this will give this much information. Or you can make an opposed roll if you'd like. And I would let you just choose whatever skill or whatever.
Make the roll. We'll see what you get.
All right.
It's too much of an enigma to me. Oh, 5. With my insight, 7. So no, I wouldn't know.
You have no idea.
I know I don't. I really wanted that roll to go through
It would have been nice.
because if I could figure out if it was a front, then I'd leave the note confidently.
You're going to have to take a gamble.
Why do you only have to write one note?
Well,
You could have more than
So
one note.
the other option would be to tell the people working at the relay outpost, but then you risk it getting more widespread and known, and if you want to keep it a secret, right? Like that's the thing.
what
You want to
reason?
keep it a secret. Gray and I should not have it anywhere.
It's too late now.
You mean the next port? So they were raising the dead on my boat.
I've got to get this information to the Lunalian Council. It's got to get to them. If I deliver it to them, I'm risking my own incarceration. You see what the conundrum is here?
You need me to read the note?
It's not about the note. He wrote a note.
I'm not
The message is, do you know who the Order of the Ivy are?
No.
Well,
Do you?
Fig, you probably have heard of them at least. Yeah.
These environmental fanatics are trying to bring down the floating lands, the floating continents that comprise the Lunalian Empire. It's called Alasia. They're trying to bring it down on top of Phaelen's Republic, a place that makes those kinds of things. Your gun.
I don't think that his note covered that.
And if we don't tell them to get some backup, the plot line's going to continue going in a direction that's dangerous for both your kind.
Is
So-
money involved in this?
There's always money involved.
Yeah.
Chicks?
What?
Yes.
If you would like some
there's
birds,
money, there's women.
women, sure. 1 million of them are going to die on both sides of the fence if you let this fall.
And that's
you
where you
save it.
come in afterwards.
If you say, the key turns goes,
Dear God.
but if you save,
Overestimated stamina.
but if you save the population, you'll be indebted to 1 million women.
I'm in.
He just like whips open a chess piece and he pulls out a little pawn and he gives it to you.
Put it in my pocket with the Necronomicon pages.
He pulls out another chess piece and he hands it to you. It's a bishop.
Pockets it.
It was nice meeting you. You can't control this one.
That is fair.
All right.
You got to get this message to them.
We'll get it to someone.
All right. I got to get back down to the surface.
In theory, having taken a long rest, in a few more hours you would arrive at the outpost.
Yep.
Do what you need to do, pass the message along, get it to start the chain of moving. The ship is not great. It's not in great shape. Getting it surveyed. There's a giant gaping hole in the hull. It's taken on a lot of air.
Can my mending spell do anything?
Slowly, yeah.
I also have mending. We could teamwork it. But you know, I think we can upgrade.
There are many other
Tinker with it.
vessels also docked at, not like a lot, and they're not very big. They're more fast skimmer
sloop?
ships.
We're
Yeah.
a 3-man crew. We'll take small and fast.
All right.
When we get there, I'll have to hide out, or I can't fly down. I could probably like.
It would
just
take
free
you a
fall.
while. Well, yeah. I mean, it would take you a while to get back to Trifalcon, but if you want, you could get like a skimmer or something.
We're in a
to-
commandeer ship.
And I reach into my pocket and I pull out this like bandolier of just medals and awards and go, we'll find something.
I'll have to rent a skiff or something to get back. I'm gonna go. Where do I know where the party's going to? Where do we say we were?
Their plan was to go to the bank to meet with the management.
No. But where are they in Trifalcon? They're not in Trifalcon. They're going to another place.
Oh, well, once they were done in Trifalcon, they were going to talk to the bank managers to figure out where they needed to go.
So we never had a rendezvous point when I left.
Not to the extent beyond Trifalcon.
So I don't even know how to get back to them now.
Those sky docks in Trifalcon.
I mean, I don't know how to find where they're going to be next. Because they abandoned the ship. We all abandoned the ship.
Yeah, they abandoned the ship. The ship's going south. They were going to talk to the bank managers.
The bank managers are maybe the same company that I have to go see for my insurance.
That would not actually be too far off.
But the biggest question is that, like, before my character left, I actually don't remember. Tommy doesn't remember because it was like months ago.
Right.
Where did we say we were going to rendezvous?
So there was no real plan beyond Trifalcon.
So my goal would be to go back to Trifalcon.
Yes.
But I remember the route because we have the document that has the whole path, right?
Yeah. You can get back.
All right. I'm going to try and write it out and give it to them and say, this is the path that we're going to be following, roughly. If you happen to be down in the area, we could use your help, just in case.
Noted.
All right. I'm going to go find a skiff. I'm going to go back to my team. Please get that message to the Lunalian Empire.
Godspeed, my friend.
It's been a pleasure, Cray. You're quite the ride along.
I can't wait to see a legend of your own.
Yeah. Stowaway. Thank you.
We'll see you again.
It was just awful meeting you guys.
Yeah, you
Just awful.
Mr. Vig. Spur. I'll just
And as the game walks
steal
away,
one away I go.
taking a skiff, leaving the three of you behind.
I have some. The minute he's out of sight, I fully pop out the wings in their golden light glory, drop the accent, and go, Jesus, I wish that guy would fucking leave quicker. All right, let's go save the fucking world before that idiot fucks it up.
And with that, we shall see the game rejoining our merry band. In the interim, thank you for joining us on this little side journey. This was fun. We did get to learn a few things about what's been going on. There was the little side plot of what was going on with all the haywire Lunalian tech. Seems we have some answers.
We have a little bit of answers now.
And the plot thickens with the faction involvement.
Cool.
Big shock.
Well, thanks, guys, for playing. It was fun.
Of course. Once again, if you enjoy seeing Paul do stuff, you can see him do more things when he does Battletech here on the channel, but also in MechWarrior Destiny for the Magnificent 7, which is currently, at time of recording, is currently coming out on the channel, but Season 2 is well on its way being released, and it's looking like there's probably going to be a lot more to come from that in the near future.
Friday nights, 6:30, Friday nights.
Jenna, of course, joined us for Season 3 of our Shadowrun game, which was it was a blast. If you also want to go way back on the channel, you'll find Jenna playing Shadowrun with us in the forever time ago.
Before times. Long ago.
And they reprise their role in Season 3 of World of Shadows, which at time of recording will be releasing very, very shortly. And so you should be seeing that. That should be out by the time this is out as well.
Nice.
And of course, Cray is lauded and mentioned quite a lot in Jumps Change, where he receives the adoration and admiration that he deserves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, while the Keymaster and everyone else is in the dungeon figuring shit out, he's collecting all our accolades.
Yeah, simply be better. Solve problems faster, stronger.
Do you have any idea who we got stuck with in that dungeon?
No, because I'm a higher class of citizen. It's just, I took the exit, you guys went in deeper. Suck to suck.
On that note, thank you all for joining us for this side journey. We'll be back with our regular Tides That Bind after this, and we will have a reunited party where we can all convene and share all the knowledge, because I don't think Tommy actually knows what's going on.
I have no idea what's
right. And they have no idea what's gone on here. So it's going to be fun to tell the stories and see what happened from everyone's perspective. We'll see you in the next one.